So now that you have your design file, which process should you pick to print? That's a great question that I saw. So in one of the previous design videos, I made a few different designs and I asked you guys if we should get this one printed or get this one printed. And you guys answered this one. So I'm gonna show you guys how I went about getting this design printed. Now, before we hop into that, there's a few things that we wanna keep in mind when it comes to going this route, which is the amount of colors that we put into our actual design. Alright, so in this video, I will be using Kittle again. I've been a huge fan of Kittle. I've used it to create this hoodie, this hoodie, this hoodie, and even this t-shirt. I've used it to create multiple different things. I'm telling you guys, at the end of the day, it's not what you use, it's how you use it. I've seen one too many people lately create 7 and 8 figure brands and not knowing how to design, but they would use programs like Procreate, Canva. Procreate's come a long way, it's pretty dope though. But the list goes on, and you know, I used to be very anti all of that, and I think that's one of the things that held me back for being a better designer, because you know, I grew up off Photoshop and Illustrator, and it's hard for me to use something like this and be like, yo, this is the design program to use. But hey, I got on the Kittle and it's just been so easy to use. So let's go ahead and hop into the design file from the previous video. We went ahead and got this one printed right here, and as you can see, it is a 2-color print. You know, you might hear me say a lot of the times, dumb down your colors, right? So keep it as simple as possible. The less amount of colors that you have, the less it's going to cost you to get printed. All right, so let me go ahead and explain for most of you guys who are doing it yourself. Some of you guys might start off screen printing. Some of you guys might start off heat pressing. It doesn't really matter what kind of transfer you're using, if you're making it yourself, whatever. And then some of you guys might be outsourcing. Whenever you're outsourcing, you're probably going to be screen printing. It's probably going to be direct to garment. Some of you guys might also be doing direct to garment yourself, but that's a little more expensive, so I doubt it. And then you have to be aware if your printer is actually using a DTF transfer or full color transfer. I'm not a huge fan of the way it feels, but some people like it. So, you know, you really got to think about your customer at the end of the day when it comes to an actual clothing brand. I do prefer the screen print, but you know, there's been times where I use full color transfers as well. You know, you just got to really know what you think your customer wants. So when it comes to screen printing, this is why it is important to keep your colors to a minimum. All right, so right here we have one color right here, which is the neutral sand color. And then we also have the other color, which is navy. So each color is a separate cost. Let's say some screen printers charge anywhere from 50 cents to $3. I've even seen $4 per color. It just really depends the amount that you're ordering and who you are ordering from. Let's say for the sake of time, this is a $2 per print. Right, so every time this sand color is laying down onto the actual t-shirt, it is $2. Okay, $2. So if you have 10 t-shirts getting printed, it's $2 times 10. It's $2 on one shirt, $2 on another shirt, $2 on another shirt. Okay, so it's $20 to get the sand color print, but you're also paying a setup fee for them to actually set up this actual screen. And you know, setting up on the press and whatever. Don't want to get too intricate, but they're setting up the screen. They're burning the screen for this color. So let's say that setup fee also, you know, it varies. Let's say $30. It's $30 on top of that $2 every single time. All right. So let's say you're getting 10 t-shirts printed, $30 to set up the screen, and then $2 each in every single color. All right. So $2 times 10 t-shirts, that's $20. Plus the 30 on top of it, so $50. All right, so that's if we are just getting one color printed. So this is the reason why you should simplify the amount of colors that you have. And now here we have that navy blue color, right? So this right here, this is going to be a whole nother $2 on each t-shirt. So I'm getting 2 colors printed on each t-shirt. 2 plus 2, $4. So let's say the navy itself, another $2, another $2, another $2. So 2 colors times $2 each, $4 per t-shirt. If we're getting 10 t-shirts printed, that's $40 to get all 10 of those t-shirts printed, plus another $30 setup fee. So $40 plus $60, so $100 to print on all 10 of these t-shirts. Now those numbers are really made up, okay? It's not $2 per print for most printers. Don't know their pricings, don't know their setup fee. But that's typically how it works when it comes to each color in setting up each screen. So the more colors you have is going to be more expensive. Now, this is whenever we hop into direct to garment or possibly even heat transfer. Now, when it comes to heat transfer, it might look something like this, which it looks a little bit more like a glossy kind of sticker, right? So that's for full color. However, you can also have a plastisol transfer that is heat pressed onto a t-shirt where the colors are actually separated, and it might look to most of you all a little bit more like screen print. However, the quality doesn't last as long, but I've had prints last like 10 washes and up. Most people aren't even gonna wash it this many times unless this is like an everyday wear t-shirt, which means they're not taking care of it that much anyways. Now, when it comes to full color, you also might wanna go direct to garment, which looks a lot more like this, where it's actually more of a full color print set of ink, but it's in the actual t-shirt itself. It looks more like a print instead of something that's sitting on top of the t-shirt, like a DTF transfer or a hybrid transfer. So that's the difference between those two. And then of course, if you're screen printing yourself, it's just gonna be ink onto the actual t-shirt itself. So really think about those things when it comes to choosing your route of production. And also for some of you guys who are outsourcing and using print on demand, when it comes to the color prints, even if you are dumbing down the colors, your print cost is still going to be the same because they use direct to garment for every single printing process, no matter how many you have anyway. So you're still gonna get that same DTG print, whether you dumb down the colors or not. So really think about that as well. That might be a situation where you don't need to dumb down your colors, but you're not gonna get that same price break as you do whenever you go to screen printing. But when it comes to screen printing, some printers start at 24 t-shirts, some printers start at 36, some printers start at 50 t-shirts. That's the amount that you already have to invest to get that single print design printed. So keep all of those things in mind, and let's look at some other designs. Now, here we are back on Kittle. When it comes to a design like this, you know, it's a crazy full color print, has way too many different types of hues of yellows and greens, just one too many colors, right? So this is something that you're going to want to either use a full color transfer or send off to a direct to garment printer, or if you have a direct to garment printer yourself, or you might want to dumb the colors down to a few select colors. So let's see if we can do that with this actual design right here. I only see one single color there. Let me see if I can ungroup it. And no, because it looks like this is an image itself. But most of the files on Kittle is literally made for you to go ahead and get screen printed, because check it out. This is already like a 2-3 color print. This is a single color print. That's something right there. That's a full color. But let's go ahead and even click on this one right here. So something where the designs are a little bit more flat or the colors are a little more separated is where we have a little bit more control than the actual full color designs like this set of flowers right here. So if I click on this one right here, you know, let's see how many colors we got going on. Let's go ahead and remove the background. I'm gonna click on this eyeball tool to remove it, and I'm gonna hit delete for that texture to be removed. And now check it out, we have about 1, 2, 3 color print, right? I'm gonna click on this right here, and right here we can change this to another color that's already in our document. So I can change this to pink, right? And I'm gonna click on this one right here. It looks like this is already the same shade as this other orange yellow, maybe. Okay, yeah, so we're good with that. And then now let's go ahead and click on that text again. Click on this orange. We're going to want to click on, let's say, pink. That still looks okay. Or we can use the same shade of orange that's in another color already. So now we already have a 3-color print. Well, we're trying to bring it down to a 3-color print. I'm gonna click on this red too. We can actually, I'm sure we can click on more than one object, right? All right, there we go. So now I'm gonna remove all the red at the same time. There we go. And then we're gonna click on this one. And let's go ahead and do the same thing once again. So as you can see, we already saved some money by removing an entire extra color. So let's say if we're getting 100 t-shirts printed, screen printed, and it was $2 each. That would have costed us an extra $200 plus that setup fee, but we removed that whole entire $200 and saved us a little bit of money. We can even dumb it down a little bit more and move it to a 2-color print. I think that's gonna be kind of hard to see, but you know, we can give it a shot, because I know on Kittle we selected all, yep, right here. Now we can change all the colors at once. it's not too bad if we actually did it. Right there, that's actually not too bad. So we save a whole nother $200 if we're getting 100 t-shirts printed. So if we were getting 100 t-shirts printed, we went from $800 in printing to $400 in printing when it comes to screen print if we're outsourcing at that price. And also my screen printer at RBY Prints, he knows how to deal with Kindle files. So if you click download, and if you already have this like in 300 DPI, this PNG file should be high quality enough that RBY Prints is going to know what to do with it, or you can just download the SVG file and he's going to know how to separate this for you. This is actually good enough quality for a screen printed production. So let's go ahead and finish this video off by checking out this t-shirt get printed. Right here we have the blue getting laid down, then we have that neutral sand color getting laid down, and that's pretty much it. We have a 2-color print from our Kindle design file that we made in the previous video. Alright, so I hope that helped you out in knowing which print route to go with after you have your actual design file. My name is Rich. If you like this video, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to go a step further, hit that little join button to support the channel. See you guys next time.